Today I have a few different things here. I have two of these Samsung 9100 Pro 4 terabytes. I also have 4 of these. I don't know if you can make it out. There we go. That's Seagate IronWolf Pro 16 terabyte network attached storage drive. These are all brand new. So we got 4 of those for a total of 64 terabytes, but it depends on how you also have that configured, of course. So we'll probably only get 32 gigabytes out of it, but that should be more than enough with a lot of redundancy. I think I'm gonna go RAID 6, maybe RAID 5. I can't remember. Anyways, and then we have the UGREEN, what do we got here? UGREEN DXP4800 Plus network attached storage. I'm gonna open that up and we'll check it out. We got some nice packaging here. So yeah, let's open it up. I'm just gonna set these other items off to the side. Now don't worry, you don't need to see me. Nice. Okay. So you can see once you open that up, it leaves the void mark there. So you can tell it's actually opened. I'm just gonna adjust the angle here. Bear with me. Okay. All right, we're at 28 millimeters, so give me a break. This is the best I can do. We'll see if this turns out or not. It may not be the best video out of focus. All right, one piece of foam, an accessories box. Most likely we have power adapter, cable, manual. Yeah, that's actually what it says. So let's just get to the good stuff. Put that there. Set the box to the side for now. We will briefly check to see what's inside of here. Brick power adapter C13 cable. No, not C13. I don't know what that one is. We call it the Mickey Mouse. We've got some thermal pads for the NVMe drives. We got a screwdriver and some screws. And we also have, come on, 2 Cat 6 10 gigabit Ethernet cables. So let's set all of this aside and we'll get to this. Okay, so this is the back. Okay, so we got the back here. This is a magnetic dust shield. Should just come off as it does. Very nice. So let's just remove that. Put that back. Spin it around. Here it is. Right. All right, so you obviously want to make sure that you have some compatible drives. I know those are definitely compatible. I don't know if these are compatible, but for the most part, I'm most likely not going to actually use them because they're overkill. They're Gen 5 PCIe. So what I actually have is 2 of these, and they should be more than sufficient to do the job. And actually, I don't recall if there's 2 NVMe slots or 1, so we'll figure that out too. We'll see. So this is a toolless design. And how it works, you just press that little clip there, pull it out. We're gonna put the drive in the right way, just like so. And that's it. Easy peasy. One in. Same thing right here. Pull that, opens. Just like that. Voila. All right. It also comes with a 2-year warranty. So, and right now I'm just in the manual and I'm looking at the information for the M.2 SSDs optional, which is on page 12. Page 12? Oh, page 9 through 11. Okay. So we're going to put this onto a piece of cardboard. It's pretty hefty now. And what they want us to do, they want us to open this panel. What the hell's going on here? For some reason my camera's not happy. Here we go. Okay, so it does come with 8 gigabytes of DDR5. How much is that worth today? And then we have our 2 NVMe slots here. So I will install these. I believe I already wiped these, so that should be fine. Let's not drop the screws inside. We'll do one at a time. Perfect. Now, is this magnetic or not? Not magnetic. So we're gonna have to be Careful. All right, there's one. Now, I believe these are cache drives, but I'm not too sure. I think you can configure it a few different ways. So essentially, it has a 10 gigabit Ethernet connection, but obviously, even if you have it configured in RAID 0, all the drives, unless they're SSDs, you're probably not getting that full speed. So the idea is that when you're transferring files, they will transfer to these NVMe first, and I think the spec said you could transfer 1 gigabyte in 2 seconds. So we'll see about that. So there we go. That was easy enough. Let's put the panel back on, just like this. Has a little bit of spring to it. I forgot. I made a mistake and I forgot. I was just putting these on, and I was like, how are those drives supposed to stay cool? Like I said, I'm too excited. But anyways, we got these thermal pads here. They kind of look like sticks of chewing gum. So I believe we put it on top, and it will use this as a heatsink. Let's confirm in the manual. Yes. So you want to make sure you do both sides. Otherwise, it won't be able to do its job properly. There's one. Here is two. That's as good as it's going to get. It appears to have a chassis intrusion button here as well, it seems. Now, I don't know if that's what that actually is or not, but it seems to be. Okay, we're all done here. If I would have followed the instructions, we could have had that put together a little bit quicker, but pretty nice setup all around. Basically toolless, aside from the screwdriver they provide to you. Not bad. So now what we're gonna wanna do is get in the computer. We're gonna wanna power this on. All right, I'll explain my setup. Currently, where I live, my internet provider is TELUS, and I have 3 gig fiber internet. So that's symmetrical, 3 gig down, 3 gig up. And how it works is the fiber line comes in from outside, directly into my apartment here. And it goes into the network access hub, which is where it gets converted from optical to electrical, I suppose, with an SFP adapter. And in the network access hub, this is not it, this is a switch, but in the network access hub, there is a 10G port along with some gigabit Ethernet ports. Let's actually go take a walk over there. Join me. And hopefully it's not too dark. If it is, you may see some lighting changes here. I do have extra light, so maybe that will help. Don't mind the mess. I'm just pulling my shelf off to the side. So here is, So here's the network access hub. That black cord, let's see if we can get some angles here. So that black one is 10 gigabit, and then the other ones I believe are just gigabit. So what I'm gonna do, not right now, but probably tomorrow, is I'm gonna go out from that 10 gigabit into the Ubiquiti switch, and then that's where I'll plug in my computer and my network attached storage. My network attached storage will stay right here on the shelf, along with my printer, and then I will obviously be able to access it through the network. Got a bit of a mess going on here, so don't mind me. Okay, so the next time you see video, I will be logging into this from the computer. So hold up.